This episode's FDR shoutout goes to MD Fish Tanks. A lot of you have been saying that you love my channel and that I should have more subscribers. Well, telling other YouTubers about my channel like this is a really good way to do that. So thank you very much to those of you who took action. Leave a comment down below to have a chance for a shoutout in the next episode. Make sure you're subscribed. Fish tank review, fish tank review, fish tank review. I can't wait to upload this new video of my fish tank update. It's gonna be pretty nice. Can't wait for my viewers to see it. Hey, first, and also, when's the next fish tank review?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Finally, another fish tank review. Thank you guys so much for the ongoing support. My Instagram is almost at 1,000 followers. That's amazing. I never thought I'd get over 100 or anywhere close. It's Instagram, I don't know how it works. Same thing with our Discord server. More than 300 people chatting in the server. Very fun conversations, learning a lot. Come join us if you haven't already. Anyway, let's get to it. Please don't. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Dang! Did you see it? I'm gonna rewatch that. Let's rewatch that. Oh my gosh, that is a good hit. Okay, I've underestimated Betta. I don't ever see them fight other fish. That's just not what I look for in a video. Not what I want to see. So they borderline just became this regular fish to me that isn't really aggressive because I never get to see it. And I started to underestimate the fighting ability of the Siamese fighting fish. But dang, I really thought that turtle, I mean, I feel like that's a snapping turtle, maybe, I'm not sure, I'm not an expert at turtles. Go to the turtle girl for that. That was a right hook, a solid jab into the face. Clip the chin for sure, man, just like, I'm not a fighter. That is impressive that a betta fish can do that. That's amazing. But now I feel like if the owner has not learned the lesson, please remove the fish because I don't think that fish is gonna last another few rounds with that turtle. I mean, that snap, that jaw, if that gets around the fish anywhere, that fish is dead, okay? This was a horrible idea. I'm really glad I didn't see what I thought I was gonna see. I mean, it was not flagged as NSFW or like gore or anything, so I was really curious. I knew I wasn't gonna see a dead fish or a fish getting killed, but I didn't expect the betta to destroy the turtle like this. I mean, maybe the turtle will back off now, but chances are it's gonna try to bite the fish again. This really is a one-sided fight. The betta would never win if left alone. It'll just get killed. Please don't do this at home, and please realize that this is one of the worst ideas. I think it's even worse than putting a betta with a betta. Again, thank you to my awesome patrons who support me not only by watching my content, but also supporting financially. Every single cent that is donated on Patreon goes directly back to making my channel better. I do not save any of it. Being a supporter on my Patreon, you will get shoutouts, early access to all my videos ad-free, and your name written in the FFT channel description. This is a drawing from Emily Costley of, I'm guessing, her axolotl. And guess what? This is her axolotl. Can you see the similarities? That's amazing. It's like the same picture. Very good job. And your axolotl is very cute. 5 out of 5 for the axolotl. My best friend from years ago posted this. Why do I have a feeling they're not your best friend anymore? She told me that the Petco specialists. I didn't know that was a title, but okay. Helped her set everything up and that her fish looks very happy. Whenever someone says a fish looks very happy, you gotta double check on that statement and double check on the emotional well-being of that person because it's really hard to gauge how happy a fish looks. They don't have face muscles that allow them to show happiness by curling up their lips. This is my new fish, Mia. She is a goldfish and I love her so much. You do, huh? I made everything look so nice for her homecoming. I got her at a fair today. Okay, she is just a baby, but she is going to get huge. Yes, she is going to get huge. I'm glad you acknowledged that. So hopefully you'll be upgrading that tiny little tank. She is in the corner of you can't see her. So number one, fair. Why? That's a big no-no. Never get a fish from a fair. Never put fish in a fair if you run the fair at any capacity. And also, why is the photo sideways? Can you not? Here, let me fix this. Did I edit? Did I do the thing? I hope I did. If I didn't, I was too lazy. She is in the corner of you can't see her. Think you meant to say so you can't see her. I get it. It's actually not a bad idea to give your small baby goldfish a grow-out tank, but that grow-out tank needs to have a filter and it needs to have more water than that. This looks to me like a 10-gallon. Fill it up all the way so that you can use all of the space of the 10-gallon, and definitely have a fish tank ready so that when your goldfish grows bigger, it can actually get upgraded and you're not just saying you'll upgrade it. But I mean, I really don't doubt that you do want the best for your fish. Probably just misinformed by the Petco specialists. Saw these in Cabo San Lucas for sale. Hopefully it has its own filtration system and some instructions on how to take care of the fish. Now the fish there is probably Gararuffa, which is a fish that people use, especially in Japan and other like spa places, to use to like clean the dead skin off of your body, most cases your feet. And they do eat the dead skin cells, and it's okay for that fish. We used to sell them in a fish store that I used to work at, and they're super cool. When I was cleaning the water, they would come up to my hands and just, you know, suck the dead skin off of my hands. It's a really interesting feeling, doesn't hurt at all. But yeah, as long as, you know, you are taking care of the fish, you're giving them supplemental feeding, not just eating all your dead skin, that there's adequate filtration, that the temperature is going to be high enough for them, you're doing water changes, treating it basically like a fish tank. But you know what, I'm pretty sure the people who are buying this has no idea how to keep fish. So this is actually a bad idea. This is just gonna kill all the fish in there. And please don't tell me that the people selling these are instructing their customers to restock the tank once all the fish are dead. I don't want to think about it. Let's move on. Poor fish. Yes, poor fish. Guys, don't get this, okay? I see that it's in Spanish. I'm gonna search up how to say don't get this fish tank in Spanish. How to say don't get this fish tank in Spanish. No consigas esta pecera. Fluent Spanish speaking people, please don't kill me for that pronunciation. Probably butchered it to hell. Well, at least now you'll remember, don't get the fish tank. Found out a Dollar Mart holds at most 0.25 gallons. Why is a Dollar Mart selling this stuff? Miniature pet aquarium. That's a turtle, there's a chameleon, and a Pac-Man frog. A Pac-Man frog looks small, but it's still gonna need more room than that. They actually move around. I recommend at least a 20-gallon for one adult Pac-Man frog. Chameleon, are you kidding me? These things get huge. This is... Even the smallest variety of turtle is not gonna be able to live in that. This is like a carrier maybe, just for, you know, a few hours if you're taking it back home or transferring it if you're moving houses. Maybe. This is frustrating. I really hope people aren't dumb enough to fall for this. Dollar stores, stop selling this stuff. Nobody needs it. My friend's Betta container. Well, that cat knows what's up. That cat's like, dude, get it a better home. What are you doing? What is that, like 3 gallons? Dude, you got 3 gallons worth of the fish tank. You're only using 1.5 gallons. Get your act together, buddy. Also, feed me more cat food. Is something wrong with the ear, actually? I don't know. Maybe it's doing one of those, like, there was a noise. Poor Betta, though. There's no filter, there's no heater, there's nothing. It looks like it's in direct sunlight, so it's probably going blind. Land in Mumbai, walk into the hotel restaurant for a quick meal. The hotel staff come by to leave this on my table as company, given I was eating alone. So nice and thoughtful, and something that's never happened in all my travel thus far. Hashtag customer service. I guess people are really different, depending on what kind of knowledge and background they have. If you did this to any of the fish keepers in, you know, the YouTube community that, you know, are legit about things, they would be like, dude, I don't want that. Can you put that back in the bigger tank that it came from? Hopefully it does have a bigger tank, okay? Like, that's not how you treat a fish. But for someone like Prakash, I don't blame you, because you probably don't have the enough background knowledge to know. You've probably never gave a thought to a fish before, like, how do fish live? What is the ammonia and nitrate cycle? So I don't blame you, but yeah, it's just funny. To him, This is a very good thing to do. And to all of the customer service in this hotel, this is a very good thing to do. I guess it's less obvious than, treating someone badly, like treating a human badly. Like, what if they took a kid who is locked up in a Tupperware container and put him on the table? Would Prakash have the same reaction? Or would this hotel, would the staff of this hotel be in jail right now? Sold at an aquarium gift shop. I really like to know which aquarium this came from. Is it the same aquarium from the last FTR? I wouldn't be surprised. Looks like a zebrafish, maybe? What's that tube thing? Is that a straw? Can you drink out of this? What's going on here? I like how they had pink gravel and fake plants in there as well, like just rub some salt on the wound. The only thing I do actually like about this is that little piece of root that kind of looks real, but honestly, how is a aquarium gonna do this? That's the worst thing you can do. I wonder how many fish die trying to make this and maintain selling this merchandise. Yeah, same. This is next level. I just can't imagine how ignorant someone has to be to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, at least 8 blood paraseclids in what looks like a bio-orb. This is fish abuse to the highest order. There's like extreme oxygenation in this tank, like it matters. It's not oxygenation at that point, dude. There's a reason why some fish can't fit in smaller fish tanks. It's because there's not enough water to dissipate the poison that is their poop. These fish are big cichlids. They poop a lot. The poop becomes intoxicating and burns their gills. It's called ammonia burns. You don't have enough water to contain all of this bioload. No amount of beneficial bacteria can get rid of that much concentrated nitrogen. This is a -1 for humanity. This Instagram post is sent by Mr. Dino Cookie, and he said that I really inspired him to make this change in his aquarium aquascape. So he started off with this not so natural looking, very artificial tank, and then it started to become more natural. He got rid of all that artificial junk and started off at the right step. It got much better after that. There's some attachments of Java fern, and the last and final step is a massive amount of live plants in his now natural aquascaped fish tank. It's also very understocked in the fauna selection as well, which I really like. Very proud of you, Mr. Dino Cookie. I am very honored to have played a role in this evolution. Now forget about the fish tank and the rating for that. I just want to rate this whole experience 5 out of 5. Well, let's go. The next tank is sent in by Jessica Rose. Right off the bat, the hydrocaudo around the large stones caught my eye. Now this is a pretty big tank considering the stocking options, so it's not overstocked at all, which I like, but there is use of artificial decoration and also lucky bamboo, which I am not a fan of either. However, this is definitely inspired by some sort of place in Japan. This is that feudal shrine, and then the bamboo forest illustrated by the lucky bamboo, and then the hydrocaudo around the boulders do give it a nice shriny feudally feel to it. So I feel like I would see something like this occur in Japan, like just a temple, or maybe it's China, I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to go beyond my 3 out of 5 typical artificial tank rating because this does seem pretty innovative to me, and it actually does work. It's not just random pieces of artificial crap together. It's a temple with the Japanese or whatever image or symbol or kind of representation with the bamboo forest. So 4 out of 5. Long story short, good job, Jessica. The next tank is sent in by Jesus. Not Jesus Christ, Jesus Gutierrez. First thing that catches my eye is the brilliant colors. The second very thing that catches my eye is the Swasser tang from the right to the left of the tank. Very nice plant, one of my favorites, and you got it in a Betta aquarium. That's really nice. The hornwort is growing really nice, really lush, and you got baby tears in the front of the tank trying to carp it. You got some outer cones and either an outer leaf or almond leaf. The wood piece really matches. I think it's a backdrop in the back. I don't think those are real branches coming out, but it's pretty ingenious of you to match it up with a similar looking piece of wood. So definitely bonus points on those. This is a really nice tank. I really like the stones as well. They have nice texture, and you have a nutrient-rich substrate, brilliantly colored Betta. Everything's working pretty well. This Betta is super lucky. Now I'm just waiting for a full carpet of that baby tier. 4.8 out of 5 in the meantime. Very good job. The next tank is another evolution sort of journey sent in by Kogra Hemora. This is before he discovered my channel. There's actually live plants already and that beautiful colored Betta, so not bad at all. You got a dark colored substrate. I don't think that's nutrient rich substrate. It's probably just inert. That's probably why the plants aren't doing very well. But the next tank is this is pretty lush. You switched out the substrate totally from inert to a nutrient rich substrate. More plants, looking green, looking nice. The Betta is gone, maybe, I think, but hopefully it's okay somewhere. Anyways, I'm really happy after you discovered my channel that you decided to turn your fish tank more natural, definitely going the planted route. I just gotta say, very happy and honored to be part of that awesome decision for you. Now, as far as appearance goes, I definitely want the plants to look more lush, give it some more time. Nutrient-rich substrate plus the light should give more and more plant growth. I also want a more prominent hardscape from you, something that covers more vertically. For now, 4.3 out of 5. Still a really good job. Next tank is from Miss Pris 4699. Now this is a 20 gallon with 1 male Betta and 2 female Bettas. Now this is a huge conversation of contention, and you know, there's just a lot of issues. Before we get into all that, let's just rate the tank appearance wise. It looks like you put in a lot of work aquascaping this thing. Even though there is that terracotta pot, it still looks like it's in a good place. Like, it doesn't look artificial at all, because this is kind of reminiscent of a messy garden, and that pot can probably be found in a messy garden, just tumbled over like that. And there's so many species of plants. I can't wait for all the plants to fill out really well. Hopefully there are some root tabs and it's not just inert substrate. The tank does not look very overstocked, and in fact it's probably understocked. So I'm giving the appearance, the aquascape, a 4.65. Really nice scape. I know it took a very long time. Now back to the issue with the Bettas. Now if it really works for you, I'm glad that it worked. That's great, because not every Betta has the same personality. Maybe that male Betta just so happens to be able to coexist with other female Bettas, and maybe those 2 female Bettas just so happens to be passive as well and can coexist with a male and each other. But from here I do see a tiny bit of a stress line on that Betta, so hopefully that's not the case. I still would never recommend putting a male and a female together in a 20 gallon. That's just like a big no-no for me. But that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna judge further on than that. If it's working, very good job. If it's not, please take it out. It's really not necessary to have them in the same tank. You can turn this into a beautiful sorority tank or a centerpiece male Betta tank. Next tank is sent in by Raina Taylor. This is a nice scape featuring some of the hardscape of the wood. I like the textures and I really like the floaters up top. I'm not sure what they are, but they look very lush, and they're keeping the light levels down a notch so that, you know, it's probably controlling some nitrates and algae growth. The scape itself looking a little bit bare, even though there's some intricate branches going on. I would plant in between those branches and attach more Bucephalandra, Java Fern, or Anubias, all low lighting plants, so they would do well, and also fill out the back a little bit. I like the understocking of this tank, and so far I'm going to give it a 4.35. Very good job, and keep it up. The next tank we have is sent in by Timon Wisman. I hope I pronounced all that right. If I didn't, I'm sorry. This is a lovely tank showcasing centerpiece fish and centerpiece plant. So centerpiece fish, the Programi, I think that's a Programi, and then centerpiece plant, or actually the plant I was drawn to first, the Tiger Lotus, letting it grow high and also keeping a portion of it low. That's very nice. Lots of vibrant plants, lots of great textures here, and the aquascape fills out vertically, which is very important. Floaters up top, controlling some nitrates, algae growth, and look at that big healthy school of cardinal tetras. That's amazing. 5 out of 5, no questions asked. Let's go. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in for FTR episodes, but also tune into some of my other videos. They're also pretty entertaining sometimes. I hope you would like them. I mean, it's part of my channel, so, you know, if you're subscribed, you subscribe to the whole package, you know? My dashing good looks. Just kidding. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. See you in the next one, and don't forget to get your hands wet.